Hi, good morning, or maybe it's afternoon where you are. Welcome to Godly Play. It's Thanksgiving weekend here. You might be, I don't know where you might be for Thanksgiving this year. And maybe you're home, like I'm going to be home, having a Thanksgiving at home. Anyway, welcome to Godly Play. Come on in, join the circle, and get ready. Here's our calendar. And we remember that the church tells time in a circle. And we're in the green and growing Sundays after Pentecost. Oh, it's hot. And this week it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that's a lot. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19th Sunday after Pentecost. So this hand goes to the mystery of Christmas, and this hand moves to the mystery of Easter. And here we are on the 19th Sunday after Pentecost, heading in towards All Saints' Day. Ready to start? There was once someone who said such wonderful things and did such amazing things that people began to follow him. And as they followed him, they wanted to know who he was. And they just couldn't help themselves. They had to ask him. And one of the times when they asked him who he was, he said, "I am the light." Let's enjoy the light. I see the love of God in you, the light of Christ comes shining through, and I am blessed to be with you, O holy child of God. But this light didn't stay in that one place and in that one time, because he changed the light so it could be in all places and in all times. Watch as I change the light. So here I'm going to change it, and it's going to change in here, and there it goes, and it's coming up, and it's filling the room, and it's going out to where you are, and filling the space where you are, the Godly Play space here, and the Godly Play space where you are. And when we leave Godly Play today, this light will go with us. So, are you ready for a story? So many of the stories of the people of God happen in the desert. It's important for us to have the desert in our Godly Play space. Well, of course we can't have the whole desert, so we just have a part of it here. And the desert's a dangerous place. The wind blows and changes the sand, so it's very easy to get lost and lose your way. It's very, very, very dry in the desert. Very little water to drink, and very little grows in the desert, so there's very little to eat or drink in the desert. People who are in the desert have to wear special clothes, because in the daytime the sun is very, very hot, and at night it gets very, very cold. And when the wind blows the sand against your skin and your face, so you need special clothes to protect you from the sun and the cold and the wind. The desert is a dangerous place. People don't go into the desert unless they really have to. Well, in this story, the people of God are in the desert. They had been in the land of Egypt, where Pharaoh had trapped them and made them into slaves. And God sent Moses to set the people free. And Moses led the people through the water into freedom. They were free, but what would they do? The people began to complain, saying that there was no water to drink and no food to eat. So God helped Moses find water. And in the morning, God sent manna for the people to eat. And in the evening, he sent quails. And then to help them find their way in the desert, God sent a pillar of smoke by day to go in front of them and a pillar of fire in the night. The people of God traveled till they came to a great mountain, the holy mountain of Sinai, which was covered with smoke and fire. And Moses was the only one who went up to the top. And there God gave Moses the 10 best ways, the 10 commandments. And Moses gave them to the people. And the people gave them to us. Now, the people of God love the 10 best ways, and they wanted to keep them close to them always. But every day they were moving. They lived in tents, which were pieces of cloth held up by sticks. And when they were to sleep, they put their tents up. And then when it was time to move, they rolled their tents up and took them with them. They wanted to keep the 10 best ways very close. So God told them to build an ark for the 10 best ways, a special box called an ark. This is a different kind of ark than God told Noah to build for the animals. This ark had handles on either side, poles, so that the people of God could carry the 10 best ways with them as they traveled. God told them to cover the box with fine gold so that it sparkled and was so precious. And on the top were the wings of the cherubim. Now, the 10 best ways are very precious. And it's hard to just walk up to something so precious. You need some time to get ready. You need to do something to get ready, to get close to something so precious. So God told the people to put a censer, an incense burner, in front of the ark. And then they would burn precious incense, and it would give off a beautiful smell and a beautiful smoke, so that as people came near, they would smell the beautiful scent and go through the smoke, and it would help them slow down and get ready. But it still was not enough. So God told the people to build a great table, and on it put 12 pieces of bread. And then he told them to make a special lampstand with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 branches called a menorah, and put that to help get ready. Now, when people came close to the 10 best ways, they would see the 12 pieces of bread for the 12 tribes of Israel. They would see the 7-branched menorah, reminding them of the 7 days of creation. And they would see and smell the smoke of the incense burner. But still, that was not enough. So God told them to build a tent. Now, I don't have any cloth, but I'm going to use these wooden pieces to show the tent. And there's a doorway at this end for people to go through, like a tent flap. And it would have had another wall here, but I'm leaving that one out so that you can see in. But still, this wasn't enough. So they decided to put another wall of the tent up between the censer and the table and the menorah and the Ark of the Covenant. And then they made in here the Holy of Holies, a special place. And then they put a great cloth fence around the whole place. It was rolled up. It was held up with sticks. And it went all the way around. And this made the tabernacle. The area outside, the tent, the getting ready place, and the Holy of Holies. And then they decided that only the priests could go inside. So they built an altar for sacrifice and covered it with bronze and made it so it could be carried and put it outside the tabernacle, outside the tent. And they also made a great bronze bowl that they could fill with water so that the priests could wash themselves before they went inside. And that wasn't all. They decided that the priests should wear special clothes to help them get ready, so that when they put them on, they could start thinking about getting ready to go in to the tent. When the whole tabernacle was finished, Moses blessed it and then made Aaron, his brother, and all his sons the priests. But they were the ones that would look after the tent and the tabernacle and the ark and everything that is in there. And then the Levites were brought in, and they were to take care of all the things and help move them from place to place as they moved. But this wasn't all. Every tent needs a roof. And the roof of the tent had many layers. And the first layer was made of fine blue linen. And it had beautiful figures of purple and red cherubim woven into it. And on top of that was a second covering made of the finest hairs of the goats woven together. And on top of that was another covering made of tanned ram skins and dyed red. And on top of that was a final covering of tanned goat skins. And this was the ark and the tabernacle and the tent. And the people of God carried it wherever they went. And God gave Aaron and his sons a special blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. And this blessing was for all the people of God for all time. So I wonder, what part of this story you like best? I wonder if it was all the different roof coverings. So many. Wow. Let's take that off for a minute. You can remember them over there. Oh, so your favorite part was the Ark of the Covenant? Or was it all the things that people did to get ready? I wonder who's there that you can talk to tell which part you liked best. I wonder what is the most important part of this story. Yeah, tell the people who you're with. I'm wondering which part you thought was most important. And I wonder where you are in this story. What part of the story is about you? Or maybe you're one of Aaron's sons putting on your priestly clothes, going in. To the tent. Or maybe you're in the Holy of Holies. I wonder, are you out here in the tabernacle part? Whole part? Or were you in the part where the people of God were moving every day, being led by the pillar of fire and smoke? I wonder. I wonder if there's anything that we could take away and still have everything that we need. I wonder if we could take away these. What do you think? How would that be different? I'll put them back for now. Well, what if we took away the tent? What do you think? What about the censer? Can we take away the table? with the bread for the 12 tribes of Israel? How about the 7-branched menorah? All the things to help get ready. Wonder if we could take away the tenting fencing that was all around to make the tabernacle. What do you think? What about all the roofs? I've taken those off. Can we take those off? I'm going to need them. What do you think? Do we need so many of them? Oh, you think maybe we don't need this one? What would happen, I wonder? Huh. What about that? Can we take that away and still have everything we need? And I'm wondering if there are people in your family that are traveling in these days, or if they're going through some times that where it seems that the sands are shifting all the time. Things are not the same every day. I wonder who has those stories. I wonder if anybody in your family came close to anything like this. Lots of good wondering. And I'm really glad that you joined us in the Godly Place Circle today. And before we go, the blessing that God gave Aaron and all his sons, we offer now to each other. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.